Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, those of you on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. I'm TK34 on Spotify. And you can look for me even on some of its major contributors. But anyway, we're on Numbers chapter 32, the 32nd chapter of Numbers. And let us pray, even the prayer of Abraham. Jubilees chapter 12, verse 20 says, "Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thence forth and forevermore." Yes, we have to pray for our minds. Mental illness is a bad thing. Hallucinations, mental illness, schizophrenia. Yes, these are the work of devils. But anyway, oh, most holy Sanini Nanini, we thank you for everything, even Tata and Zambi, the spirit that moved upon the water. Hey, the great I am. We thank you for all things. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your favor. We thank you for leading us in the right paths. But that we walk in these paths that you show us, that we walk in the paths that you give us. You've given us instruction throughout all history, and yet we've rebelled against you for wanting to be like the other nations, for wanting to be like other people. Oh, but give us that favor that we might move away from those things, creating us a clean heart, renewing us a right spirit, that we might walk in the ways of our fathers that were before the fathers that we have today. That we might walk in the ways of confidence in you, that we might walk in the ways that please you and that satisfy even the longing soul. Yes, we have gone the way of Cain, and we have thinking about the ways of Balaam, but we have not blessed our people and blessed each other as Balak, even as you caused him to bless us, even though the enemy and oppressor wants us to curse our people. Yes, and we thank you for all things, and we give you the glory. Yes. We are in Numbers 32nd chapter of Numbers. We're starting with verse 1. This is in the King James Version, some type of offshoot or something. But anyway, verse 1. You know what it says. "Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto princes of the congregation, saying, Adaroth and Dibon and Jazer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Eliah and Shebam and Nebo and Beon, even the country which the I am smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore they said, if we have found favor," we don't want to use that word grace. That's that old religious stuff. "We have found favor in your sight. Let this land be given unto your servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan." In other words, give us our inheritance right here. Now there was stipulation. "And Moses said unto the children of Gad to the children of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here?" Oh, you got a problem here. How you going to sit up there and you going to get this land and not fight for it? But they did. They were some of the ones that went with, if you read verse 31, they went to war against the people of this land. "Now, thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea unto the land." He says, let's go back to 7. I skipped over that. It says, "Wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going into the land which the I am have given them." In other words, they're going to look and say, how God play them very much favor and have not given us favor? See, the Most High is wise. "Now, thus your fathers, when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land," verse 9, "for when they went up into the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the hearts of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the I am have given them. And the I am's anger was kindled in the same time. And he swears, saying, Surely none of these men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I shall give unto Abram, unto Isaac, even unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me." Now these men are 20-year-olds and upwards. God have also he took in them. He knocked them all off. Now, save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and the Kenizzite, and Oshé, not Joshua. That's what Europeans gave him. See, they love renaming stuff. Yes. His name is Oshé. They even said it. That's not my words, it's what they said. Yes. And the son of Nun. For they have wholly followed the I am. And the I am's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the I am was consumed. And behold, you are risen up in your father's stead, an increase of sinful men into argument, yet the fierce anger of the I am toward Israel. Verse 15, if you turn away from after him, he will yet again lead them in the wilderness, and ye shall destroy all this people. Yes. He said, and they came near unto him and says, yes, we will build sheepfolds here for our cattle and cities for our little ones. This is their answer to Moses. But we ourselves will go readily armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto the place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. Now, the inhabitants of the land were Canaanites. They took a land, according to the book of Jubilees and the book of Jasher, they took a land that was given unto Shem. Even their brethren told them, you shouldn't sell that land. That's not your land. That wasn't given to you by Lot. No, they didn't go like the heathen have and go into unwalled villages and as edict of their hierarchy and their religious order told them all the earth is his, and whatever king you come to, that if that king is not a Christian, he said, then you can take the land or whatever. You convert him. If you won't convert him, kill him. In other words, that was jihadist. You can't just because the word Christian is there, you can't take a snake as a snake. I don't care how you try to chain him. He's going to be a snake, period. The word Christian is not even an issue. We have to be circumspect in all our ways because the Most High never changes and he never fails. Now, he said, but we will go readily armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced city because of the inhabitants of the land. In other words, these guys got a reason that they're going to fight, and they're going to fight vigorously because they got a family, they got children, they got wives that's back there. And that's holding down the fort until they get back. All these men 20 years old and upward. Yes. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side of Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen on us on this side of Jordan eastward. And Moses said unto them, if ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before the I am to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before the I am until he have driven out all his enemies from before him, and the land be subdued before the I am, then afterwards ye shall return and be guiltless before the I am and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the I am. Now, this is a vow they've made. They made a vow. See, Moses, he said all that he said to remind them. But this is the law. You cannot make a law. A man cannot make a vow and it be taken away. Once he makes that vow, that's it. Now, I ain't talking about the heathen. Heathen do what they want. I'm talking about a man of Israel, a man that is of the Bantu. That's the man that made the vow, and God will hold you to it until your death. Yes. And if you will not do so, behold, you have sinned against the I am. Be sure your sin will find you out. See, it says, there's no other thing to say about that. But build your cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which have proceeded out of your mouth. Out of your mouth. Man. He's not talking about the woman, just like I said before. Man was made in the image of God, and woman was made in the image of man to reproduce after their kind. Yes, I don't care how these women are rebellious, whatever, done turned to man or whatever. I don't care what you do or what you say. God said it, that is it, and that settles it. Period. Bye. Go. Vamos. Abominos. Yes. And Moses says, And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, thy servants will do as my Lord, or as my prophet commandeth. Now, our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. By thy servants will pass over. But thy servants will pass over. Every man armed for war before the I am to battle, as my prophet saith. Moses did not own them. Give me a break. Moses did not own Israel. Now, if they even say, when you say Lord, you're saying owner. That's one of the definitions of it. Another one is a pagan god. Now, and concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the I am, and the land shall be subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for their possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, as the I am have said unto thy servants, so will we do. In other words, you're going to fight. You're just not going to get over and not fight. So we will pass over unarmed, in verse 32, before the I am in the land of Canaan, and the possession of our inheritance on this side of Jordan may be ours. And Moses gave unto them even the children of Gad and the children of Reuben unto the half tribe of Manasseh and the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof, in the coast, even the cities of the countries round about. In other words, they had a beautiful land. See, now you have to go back and look, where is Sihon? Where is the king of the Amorites? Now, see, this is a confusion. There are many places that people say is Israel, or the ancient land of Canaan. And lies have went out to say this is that and that is this. Now, this is where your research is going to have to come into play. We're just talking about what God said and how it got taken and what God says and what sin is to God. Yes, this is what the Bible is telling us. Obey the commandments. And the children of Gad built in Dibon and Atroth and Orah and Atroth, Sophan and Jazer and Jogbehah and Bithmara and Bithharan, fenced cities and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon and Elah and Kirjathim and Nebo and Balamon, their names being changed, and because they were pagan, they were named after pagan gods. And Shibma, and gave their names unto the cities which they builded. And the sons of Machir and son of Manasseh went to Gilead and took it and dispossessed the Amorites which was in it. It was an easy task. The Most High already put fear in their heart. The Most High has already put valiantry in the hearts of the men. See, we got to realize God is the one that gives you bravery. God is the one that gives you that drive forth, whether it's for his vengeance, his chastisement, or to take charge. Yes, God does this. Why even fear? When God has put it in your heart to take your land, take it. That's what it says. Take it. If it's not in your heart, don't go. That's not God. Now, and Moses gave Gilead unto Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havoth Jair. And Nobah went and took Kenath and the villages thereof, and called it Nobah, after his own name. See, God has a way. God will see you through. If you go through the book of Judges, you see where God got many men, and they went against a multitude of men, yes, and then next thing you know, they didn't even have to fight. They didn't have to fight at all. They didn't have to do no fighting, because the I am was with them. The I am was there. They were the enemies of the I am. God hates this paganism. You Israelites, you turned into paganism, wearing these crosses and this man hanging on, that this so-called man that they say is the Messiah, hanging on this idol. I mean, and you worship him, and then you see the people that look like him, and you worship them too. What in the world wrong with you? that devil have gotten a hold of your mind, you need to pray the prayer of Abram. He said, God, he said, oh, I am that I am. Deliver me from the hands of the evil spirits who have sway over the minds, the thoughts of men, heart. And let them not lead me astray from henceforth and forevermore. Jubilees 12 and 20. Pray that prayer. Because the fact is that something's got a hold of your mind to fear those who need not be feared. Yes. And with that, we're going to say, peace.